Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Spilling the Presley Tea with me, Shawna. Now, guys, my computer was crashed, and I had to get my husband to get parts to build me another one, and I'm back. And I have a big announcement, and a lot of you guys have been waiting for this announcement, so I'm not going to keep y'all waiting. I'm going to come on tonight to give you the announcement, tell you a couple of things, and then I'm going to be off. So I'm not going to be on too long tonight. That's why I didn't go live. So if you're wondering why I didn't go live, this is the reason. I don't really have too much to talk about tonight. I have a big project coming up with a special guest. So I've got a lot of behind the scenes work to do. There'll be some work behind the scenes done as well. So Friday night's live, Spilling the Presley Tea, will be recorded, pre-recorded with my special guest. Okay, so if you're looking for Spilling the Tea live this Friday, you won't have it. It'll be uploaded on Monday. Okay, because I have editing that needs to be done. Oh, it's going to be a big video, guys. So you need to stick with this channel. You'll see what I mean. My special guest that's going to come on the show wants to talk about setting the record straight, fixing untruths, giving you guys her heart, her soul, and telling it like it is, and spilling her own tea. Yes. So without further ado, I will tell you. The special lady that's going to be on my show is none other than Mindy Miller. She has been talking to me for a really long time, years now, but lately she's been really wanting to tell people what happened, what really happened, what is still going on, the favoritisms, the division, the hurtful comments of people online that don't agree with truth, make up their own truth, and accept that truth as the truth when it's not. I hope that makes sense. But people behind the keyboard on a computer, keyboard warriors, they believe what they want to believe. They see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear. So when you tell them the truth, they just disregard it like it was never important at all, which is so sad because we're here for the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, the good, the bad, the ugly about Elvis and his entourage and the people that knew him and the people that continue to make money off of his name. So do not forget and miss this show coming up next Monday because it's going to be an eye-opener and an ear-opener for a lot of you guys because there's going to be things that maybe you guys don't know about. But you need to check in the show. We're also going to talk about, like I said, how the online abuse and bullying is unbearable and what Miss Mindy Miller has gone through. Not just what she has gone through, but a lot of us being warriors for Elvis and putting the truth out there for you guys to know how many Priscilla fans out there, Linda fans, Ginger fans, it don't matter. If they don't like the truth, they totally bully you. They totally disrupt your whole existence for a while if you stay online. So this show will be very important. We're also, Miss Mindy is going to talk about things that happened after Elvis left the scene. She's going to talk about what it was like probably at the funeral. She's going to talk about the things that a lot of us want to hear. That's the truth. See, there's a big difference between telling us things that we want to hear and telling us the truth. But Mindy is going to, the best of her ability, to tell us the truth on Monday. Okay? Now, no, we're going to record it on Friday, guys. So there will be no show on Friday. All right? I'm going to have editing and things done to this special interview I'm doing with Mindy, so it's going to take a couple of days behind the scenes, but you guys will have the video by Monday, okay? But it'll be so exciting to have her on the show just because a lot of misconceptions have happened with Mindy Miller, and she has been in the front end of a lot of it, involving other people, other women in the Elvis world. So this is going to be a show that you guys are not going to want to miss. If you want to hear sunshine and roses, then completely skip the show, okay, guys? Because that's not what this show is going to be about. It's going to be an in-depth look of the bullying that's been going on online because of misconceptions. And also, the show is also going to be about the favoritisms and the things that have occurred with these other women. Okay? I have known Mindy for many years, and she's been wanting to do a show like this for a long time, and she's been biting her tongue for so many years because she knows if she does this, there's going to be people that's going to treat her like a pariah. And there are also going to be some people to accept her and accept how it was with her. So you guys make up your own mind what team you're going to be on. But as I'm doing this interview, I am going to be on Team Mindy at this time because it's time for her to be able to set the record straight, to tell it like it is in her eyes, to tell you how it was with her, instead of you listening or other people listening to other stories made up and rumors made up from other people. That's the problem. Rumors. It's a terrible thing. Hearsay is also a terrible thing. But this show is going to be real eye-opening, guys. So do not miss it at all. Also, I wanted to throw something out here to you guys because you've been wondering about the timeline and what has occurred, and I tell you when I can. So thank you, Mallory, for this information about a few days ago. Now, I told you about last week about the podcast of Dr. Drew with Navarone, and I gave you guys the link to listen to it for yourselves. Well, Mallory listened to it for herself, and she wrote like a little thing about what she heard. So I'm going to read it to you guys so you guys can make up your own mind. She said, the podcast interview with Dr. Drew and Navarone, the first word says, introducing himself makes me cringe beyond belief, she says, which is true. I cringe when I hear his name. But anyways, we digress. Dr. Drew, Navarone, let's start with your music and background. Let's start with your music. What's going on? Navarone's answer, sure. Well, those who don't know, I come from a musical family. My mother is Priscilla Presley. My sister was Lisa Marie. And y'all know who they are related to. Okay, guys, that alone makes me cringe. That alone also makes Mallory, who gave me this stuff, cringe as well. Because, Rock Royal, let me think. The only musical interest in the family would be Lisa Marie, and she got hers from her father. So Navarone is trying to say he got his from his mother and Lisa Marie. Whatever. There's not a musical bone in Priscilla Presley's body. So I don't know where he got that from. Now here's the thing. Navarone won't even say Elvis's name. Yet sounds like he's trying to say that's who paved the way for his musical talents, since he's in relation to Lisa and Priscilla. Jumping on that train wreck real fast, it seems. And I agree. I mean, he talks and bashes his sister, wishes his sister dead, glad his sister is dead, but goes on Dr. Drew's show and says that he gets his music ability from his sister and his mother. So he definitely also said, like I said last week, that Lisa died from an overdose, which is what the what? Dr. Drew needs to know the truth. Obviously, he doesn't know how Lisa Marie Presley died. I don't know how he sat in that chair and accepted Navarone's answer of Lisa Marie dying of an overdose. We know different. So that whole thing is horrible in itself that Navarone is saying this, and Priscilla Presley is accepting awards with this. So they're making money off of Lisa Marie's death. Truly, they are. They're making money. Navarone and Prissy Pants are making money off of telling people that she died of an overdose. And that's not the case. That's not what happened, folks. That's a lie in itself. Now, he went live a few days ago, and I will say, guys, he's wearing nothing but a towel. I repeat, Navarone Provolone is wearing nothing but a towel because he thinks he's, what, 60 or something? It's hard to look at this video, guys. It kind of makes me cringe. But I thought this would be of interest to you guys. Mallory thought it would be too, because he's conveniently sliding Elvis into his live. So listen very carefully. I would say watch, but it's going to be hard on my little phone here. But listen to what he's saying. And that takes a second to load. Hold on. It's not loading. Uh-oh. But anyways, you guys had to have been there for his live. If you were, he was wearing nothing but a bath towel, completely naked the rest of the way. He kept moving his bath towel conveniently, just covering his, Fruit of the Looms, not, but, his private parts, which none of us want to see anyway. And then he was also with a live with a guy. And he was telling everybody that this guy looks like Ronnie Tutt, Elvis's drummer, which he brings Elvis into things all the time. This is the guy he was on live with, and he says he looks like Ronnie Tutt. Well, what does Mr. Navarone Provolone think of Ronnie Tutt? How would he even know that or even care about that? I think that he's putting Elvis into his lives to make himself relevant in the Elvis world, because he knows we watch his lives, guys. He's not stupid. At least he knows we watch his lives, but we don't watch his lives for entertainment. We watch his lives for the tea and what other crap he's going to bring out of his mouth. Some of the times he's mostly high or drunk, so it's hard to tell. But it's just so random nowadays that he puts Elvis into his lives. He puts Elvis into answering people questions and things like that. It's ridiculous, guys, really. I mean, to me, he's irrelevant, but we all know what he's trying to do and what he's trying to pull. It's what his mother, Prissy Pants, has been putting in his brain all these years. Elvis is business, and it's always business as usual. So he's just putting it out there that that Elvis is, in his life for some reason. Sure. Even when he was married, briefly, his wife was an Elvis fan. That must have drove him crazy, because we know Navarone Provolone was never an Elvis fan. So now that he puts Elvis into his lives and his conversations, he thinks we're going to pay attention. That's kind of funny. Also, the video I showed last week and talked about last week was Priscilla at that ComicCon. I called it the Comical ComicCon with Priscilla. Well, a fan listened to it, just like I told you guys to, and responded back to me of what they thought about it. So I'm just going to show you what they found out about it, okay? It's very interesting. It's sad. It makes me kind of throw up a little bit in my mouth, but I know that you guys will want to hear this. I know you guys want to hear this, but let me find it. It's a long way up here. One more. Hold on. your horses. For some reason, I can't find it, and I know it's here. I normally have everything I need. Must have scrolled too fast. This is not like live, me talking to myself. Let's see here. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Hold on. It's here somewhere. I know it is. Okay. I think this is it. Okay, this is it. But what's the 1940? Okay. So if you click on that video I sent you of Priscilla ComicCon, it's about 24 minutes long. Well, scroll like all the way to 19 minutes and 40 seconds. If you do that, a person in the audience asks Priscilla about Elvis's family, and Priscilla answers about Gladys like she knew the woman. And that really upset me, and it really upset the person who sent this to me as well. So if you fast forward that Comic-Con video I gave you guys to 1940, you'll see what I mean. Here we go. Listen very carefully, guys. I'm going to turn it up. Listen.
His father was wearing drug, very suspicious about people that were.
Let me rewind it just a little bit. Here we go.
One more. Yeah.
One more.
It's kind of hard for me to say now.
I know.
Elvis' favorite color.
His favorite color was blue. Okay. My favorite color is black.
Black. See, so she said their favorite color is black, so maybe that's why she wears black like the widow all the time. There's a baby screaming. I don't know. It's hard.
All right. How was Elvis's mom and dad? How were they?
How were Elvis's mom and dad?
Their personalities. Well, I'm never answer that question. His father was wearing drugs, very suspicious. People that were hanging around Elvis. Of course, he wanted to protect Elvis. He didn't want, somebody who could take advantage of him. His mom was very, very concerned about him, the limelight, and becoming very famous. She was afraid. So how the girls, when Elvis would finish her show, how they would come out and scream. So she was like, yeah, I know. She was concerned about this safety because what she saw when Elvis first started out was the girls, he would start going to his car after the shows, and all the girls would come, chase after her.
So she talks about Gladys like she knew her, guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How would she even know what Gladys was like? What she knows is what other people told her. This is hearsay. But people asked her that question. It's sad in this day and age. But if you know the history, there's no reason to ask that question because we all know Priscilla wasn't there when Gladys was alive. But anyways, folks, thank you so much, Anonymous, for looking at the video I sent last week talking about Priscilla ComicCon and sending me that clip so we could listen to somebody ask her how Elvis's father and mother was. All she could say was they were so worried for him. That's it? Of course, she couldn't put no personality in it because she didn't know him. And I doubt even she would know Vernon. He probably kept his guard up around her, but who knows? But guys, listen. All this stuff that comes out every week, I dish it to you one story at a time, spilling it to you. And these are the only two that I could come up with this week, but I still wanted to come on tonight for you to see me and for me to announce that Mindy Miller will be on my show Friday night. We're going to pre-record it. We're going to have editing and stuff happen to it. It's going to be a really nice looking video, guys, when we get done with it. It's going to be mwah. And then I'm going to upload that video as a premiere to you guys on Monday, okay? And Mindy Miller has a lot to say. Even if some of you guys aren't on the Mindy Miller camp, watch this show. I think you will learn a thing or two. You might change your mind. There's so much hate in the Elvis world. There's so many divisions, right? But that's the world we live in today. The world we live in today. But you know what? I am here for you guys. You could have went to any Elvis channel, but you didn't. You came to mine. And for that, I love y'all and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for that. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my little channel here. If you love Elvis and you love everything about him, this channel is for you. Well, folks, I guess I'm going to go. I told you I wouldn't keep y'all too much tonight. I just wanted to give you my special announcement and the two little things I wanted to throw in it as well. But guys, thank you for joining me this evening. I know you loyal fans, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Elvis is pretty much everything to me besides my family, and I know that he is really important to you guys as well. And I would like to leave with an Elvis quote, like I do after every spilling the tea. Okay? I never sang like that in my life until I made that first record. But I remember the song because I heard Arthur Crudup sing it, and I thought I would like to try it. And that was it. Elvis on That's All Right, Mama, first recording, 1954. I'll leave you with one more. That's not true at all. Hold on. This ain't even Elvis. It's somebody else. Hold your horses. It was getting harder and harder to sing to a camera all day. Elvis responds when asked why he returned to live performing. Well, it would be harder to sing to a camera all day. It'd be hard to just do videos like this talking to myself all day. This is why I do live videos with you guys. I know tonight I couldn't, but I'll be back to the live after we do Mindy Miller. I promise y'all. But thank y'all for sticking around tonight. I'm excited about Mindy Miller. I hope you guys are too. There are some truths that are going to be thrown out there, whether people like it or not. And I'm glad and proud to be an honored person to be able to let Mindy Miller have an outlet so she can give her thoughts and how she has felt for years, guys. So thank you, Mindy Miller, if you're listening. I love you. I appreciate everything. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much. TCBTLC. God bless you all. And you know what? I'll see you on the other side. All right? Good night now. Be safe, you guys out there, all right? Bye, y'all. And I better push the record to stop.